Hey guys, Jeff here with Ghost Knight Gaming, and I know this is not actually the tutorial I promised or hinted at on my Instagram, but it is something that I'm working on right now, and I thought I'm going to share this before I forget it, mostly because it's just a really quick and dirty little tutorial trick, just for helping you out. So, what I'm working on here, I'm working on a bracer, and I'm doing it a little bit differently from your standard bracer, but I needed basically one piece, and this can be useful for any time you have to do something like this. And it's basically getting measurements for having like concentric circles around each other and plating over top. Because the biggest thing I've run into when I've done this before is I'll run into where the next measurement I do, even if I go and take, say, this guy here, you know, one of your fabric measurings, and if I measure around this piece right now, I'm actually going to get a measurement that is not going to work for the foam that I'm using. So the thing is, the actual inside of this piece is not the same length as what this measurement's coming up at. This measurement's coming up as 11 inches. And when I redid and actually measured the piece, I came up with 12. Now, the reason I came up with 12 is because I did something else that gives you a more realistic look at what you've got going on and what's going to actually fit around. And if you look at my seams, obviously they're not perfect, I have to clean them up, but they still line up. It's not too big, so if you look at the circles, it's not like bulging out from where I glued it in. And it's also not too small where, you know, I've got a huge gap like I've gotten in other things before. Now, how I did this is I actually took a strip of foam. So take a strip of foam of the exact same foam you're using. Okay? This is important. It's got to be the exact same length and width. So this part's important. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that strip and you're just going to roll it around the piece that you want to go over top of. Now, if you've got enough spare disposable foam sitting off to the side, I would just cut that piece, like draw a line, cut that piece to where it needs to be. I just reattached it because I'm doing the larger one here. So, in this case, we'll do this larger one. So, I'll bring this around until it lines up pretty close. Like so. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark that spot on that foam. And then, in this case, because I've got some spare foam to work with, I'm going to cut this piece to that length. And I'm actually going to cut outside my line. Usually you want to cut inside your lines when you're doing templating, but in this case I'm going to cut outside. So, and then I'm going to put it back on again and check. So this one's a little loose, so I'm going to cut inside my line now. And reattach. Alright. So that's actually still a little big. Just a little. But I'm going to keep doing that until I get a good fit. Little cuts at this point because I want to be really close. There we go. So if you look here, it's lined up pretty much spot on. In addition, it's also not way out here. So all the way around the ring, once it tightens up and gets glued to it, that'll fit nice and perfect. So, and then from there, I'm going to take this piece, and now I'm going to get my measurement. So I'm going to go, got my nice measuring piece here, my big ruler, super ruler. I'm going to line it up end to end, and it looks like I need, I want to be super precise, a little bit over 13 5/8. So, however, so take that into account, and let's go back to the tape. This is almost an inch smaller. So, big difference there. And basically that would be a really short, not so pleasant to work with piece, and I'd be going back to the drawing board and replacing a whole large piece as opposed to just really working with one strip. So there you go, guys. That's a quick little tip and trick for being able to do this kind of stuff with your foam without doing a whole bunch of hassling for yourself and making it a whole lot easier on yourself as well. If you guys like this and you want to see more tutorials, let me know in the comments below. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram and everything like that. Make requests. If there's something particular that I've done that you guys want to see more of or how I did it, let me know and we'll see what I can put together. And if you want to help support these videos, I'll also have a link down below for my coffee. So buy me a coffee and this will help pay for any of the material and extra stuff I need to make those tutorials for you guys and get them posted here on YouTube. That's it for me. Have fun, guys. Keep gaming, keep creating, and I will see you guys again next time.